All right, boys, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I was going to do my predictions. I put my cuts video out already. If you have not watched my cuts video, please go check it out. I was planning on getting my predictions done early today, but that ended up not happening. I kind of had another emergency, believe it or not. I'll tell you guys that story if you want to hear it. But I was gonna record my predictions since I dropped my cuts video. I had to work on the last couple of them. I dropped my cuts video an hour ago, so then I worked on predictions for like 30 more minutes maybe. Then I was kind of slacking. Then I was like, you know what? I'll jump on a quick live stream and I'll just record the predictions tomorrow. Is basically what I was thinking. So I'll record the predictions tomorrow. I like to have them out on Sundays, but it is what it is. It'll be out on a Monday, and I'm back yet again. So if you haven't watched my cuts video, do me a favor, check it out. I still have my notes up for my predictions. Still got Tapology up. I'll exit all that out. Who knows? Maybe we'll get an erroneous UFC 300 announcement. I don't know. Babe, wake up. Joey's live. Yeah. Babe, get up and shut your fucking mouth. Joey's live. Babe, I said shut the fuck up when Joey's live. Stop. What's up, Joey? What's up, Bitsy? What's up, Keith? What's up, Chase? What's up, Notorious? DDP shouldn't rush into a fight, but if the money's good, go for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a massive rush, but it is kind of a risk. It's got to be a calculated risk. I knew Judge McCarthy would make the cuts video. Yeah, and I fucked up. I forgot to mention round one, he didn't score 10-8 for Imavov, which is absolutely egregious and delusional. So Ron McCarthy is a horrible judge. I don't care who his daddy is. I'm not worried about who his daddy is, all right? He's a horrible judge. But I'm glad you knew he would make the list. What did you think about me throwing in some UFC 290, some UFC 297 cuts that I missed from before? What did you guys think about that? I can't believe it's already 12. That's crazy. I was hoping to get it all out. I was hoping to get cuts and predictions out by like 9 o'clock tonight and be done. I've been trying to get to bed at a more reasonable hour. I forgot what night it was. The other night I went to bed at like a good time, and it felt different. It felt different, boys. Cruz should be a weekly member of the Cuts video. Yeah. DDP biggest money fight will be against Izzy. He better rush. I mean, that is a big fight for him. DDP jumped to the champ fight too soon. He should have built his profile for more money. One of his posts equals 5 of Sean's with engagement. That doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot, man. Engagement doesn't always mean pay-per-view draw. But yeah, Cruz is so idiotic with his like whole cuts bullshit. His cuts bullshit. Yeah, the cuts and they're going back and you can steal the earlier rounds. Like, what the fuck is he even talking about, to be honest? Triple threat match between him. Dana comes in with a steel chair to help Stylebender. I don't know about all that. I haven't even closed out these apps. I have all these apps open. Let me close this out. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Let me just hold on to that for now. Okay. Yeah, Cruz is definitely up there with, I don't know what the hell he's talking about half the time. I truly don't know what he's talking about half the time. But yeah. I'm glad he is in on commentary all the time. Someone paid for a question to Guru saying MMA Joey will make you squeal. Yeah, I would make him squeal. I don't know. Wait a second. I don't know exactly what that means. But yeah, sure, I'll make him squeal. All right. Joe Rogan's commentary is overrated. These leg kicks are adding up. His calf looks dude, he's definitely compromised. Yeah, the way he's holding that right pinky toe, I think he's compromised here. Hit the like button. Yeah, like the stream, of course, as always. That's a given. Joey, stop relying on those just a bunch of hitters trying to catch your attention. Replying. I mean, it's occasionally a reply, dude. It's Ty, man. He's been a member for a couple months. So I'm gonna respond to him, even if it's something dumb. But I understand. Believe me, I understand. Some people look to try to create drama and do weird shit, but he just asked a simple question, and he's a member, so you know. Just like I read your question, even though you're trying to tell another grown man what to do. If I run into you, I'm going to make you squeal too. All right? And that's not a good squeal. I don't know if what's that supposed to mean, but that's not a good squeal. Talking about the other people? I don't know who we're talking about. I don't see any other people. Unless you're talking about previous instances. I don't really pay attention to that. But yeah, Rogan's always saying crazy shit like, yeah, I think he's compromised. And Rogan comes in with a preconceived narrative and never deviates. No matter what, he never, ever deviates from that narrative. It's annoying as hell. Who's the main event for this weekend? Jack Hermanson versus Joe Pyfer. Why do you think Dana hasn't announced the UFC 300 main event yet? I think he's milking the engagement. I think he's getting extra engagement on his social media and he's just milking it to death. Just milking it and milking it and milking it and milking it and milking it. Joey, who fights Umar Nurmagomedov? I don't know. Do you predict Sean O'Malley will get structured out with no serious injuries again? No, I do not predict that. Probably wins by decision. Fight week, blog week. Only the OGs remember that. I got to do that at the beginning of one of my full card prediction videos. Be like, fight week, vlog week, and do that little number and see. Maybe, who knows, maybe Dana will comment on it. Not watching that. What are you not watching? I'm confused. What do you do for work? I'm a Wall Street banker. Rogan couldn't tell who's in the top 5 to most weight classes. I'm convinced. Oh, I'm 100% convinced. Fight week, blog week. Already read that. Dominic Cruz. What are we watching about Dominic Cruz? Nick Diaz versus Nick Diaz looked old as a motherfucker. They should do Strickland versus Jarrett too. UFC Atlantic City card has no main event. I want him to give Garimbo a shot at Vicente Luque. I want to see Roman Dolidze or Mavov fight ever again. Horrible gas tank. Now, I don't think Mavov has as bad as a gas tank as people make it out to be. It's just because he tried for the finish in the first round. Give us your final UFC 300 prediction. Dricus Du Plessis, Israel Adesanya will be the main event. Write that down. Mark my words. I've been saying that for a month now. But I don't think they'll do Strickland Cannonier for Atlantic City main event, but it's possible. I'm not matching the main event for this coming weekend. Okay, fair enough. Card's not that great, but it's not bad. Joe, will Dana put the belt on Cheeto if he beats Sean? No, he'll probably storm out of the arena, honestly. Joe, who do you actually not mind hearing in commentary? Paul Felder, I think, is the best of all of them. Paul Felder's the best of all of them. I think DDP is slowing down the booking. Like, bro, just accept the fight. He probably is working on a new contract. He should get paid. He should get paid for being a champion. He's going to want to renegotiate his deal. He knows he's got the UFC a bit by the balls here because the UFC really wants to make that fight. But also, it's good for his profile as well. So, I think DDP slowing down. Okay. Already read that. So, bro, how old did Roman look? He looked old. Laura Bald with the wig had me dying. Was I wrong? Did I make that up or was I spot on? Hey, you know who I should have put in the cuts video? I should have said Laura Sanko's hairdresser. I should have put Laura Sanko's hairdresser. People would have died at that one. UFC Africa, DDP, Izzy, Saman, Garimbo, Mike Perry. It's not going to happen. If Dana White says they're going to another country and they're working on it, chances are it's not going to happen. You know, he was talking about he's going to go to Russia for like last 10 years. He stopped, obviously, over the last 2. I'm not hyped for UFC 300. At this rate, I almost guaranteed Las Vegas Spear card will be better. Doubtful. You think she's losing her hair? I just think it was the style of her hair. I don't think... I'm not trying to shit on her if she's losing her hair. Joey sucking on that big black thing is always wild. Yeah, it is. That it is. Where is... Who are you talking about? I don't even know who you're talking about. Is that the guy coming up on one of the cards? Kind of the massive, tall guy with long reach? Oh, Bilal. I don't know. He's either fighting... My guess is he's either fighting UFC 300 or he's fighting in London. Leon's dumb if he fights him anywhere other than 300. Because you put him at a bit of a disadvantage. A little bit of a disadvantage. Zuffa Boxing Buddy swore he'd get it done. Yeah, who remembers Zuffa Boxing? Who remembers the Ultimate Surfer? Anybody remember the Ultimate Surfer? Anybody? Who remembers the old Ultimate Surfer? If I was a reporter, I would say, Dana, you have a girl named, what man is named Dana? That is true. That is kind of a woman's name. I never really thought of it that much, so it must not be that womanly. Nah, I missed the Ultimate Surfer. Yeah, there was the Ultimate Surfer at one point in time. I'm not kidding at all. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. You think these UFC Fight Night cards are just so terrible like I do, just average where they're not worth turning in on Saturday night? They're just, kind of mediocre. And then, like, we've gotten so used to mediocre that, like, sometimes we're like, oh, these cards are good, So, it's just kind of disappointing in a way because it's like our standards are slowly getting lower and lower and lower. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So, damn. All right. Sorry, boys. Give me 1 second. Big fan, bro. Love from India. Thank you. I appreciate you. I heard they're big power slams there. They're big power slap fans there too. Favorite fight film? I don't necessarily have one. Do you think Dana White looking for a fight series? Nah, I've never really watched it. Or I haven't watched it in a long time. I knew this motherfucker named Shelby cracked up every time someone said his name. Okay. Joe, what's one place you'd love to visit? Switzerland. Joe, do you think UFC gets rid of the Apex by 2030 or makes it even bigger venue? I don't think they'll ever get rid of the Apex at this rate. They're saving too much money. They're saving too much money at this point. And it's super unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Leon fights in London. Israel fights in South Africa. Guarantee Conor Chandler's main event. Nah, I doubt it. When are they going to announce the 300 main event? I don't know, man. We're 2 months away from the card, so it has to be announced soon. Imagine they drag it out for another 2-3 weeks. Joe, will you be doing a companion for Ngannou Joshua? I'll have to, basically. I'll have to do a companion for that. Gotta support my guy Francis. Gotta support my guy Francis. How could I not? It's crazy that it's been so long since the October one as well. Since his boxing match. Let's see, when was that? Let me go back. It was in October, I believe. Damn, so many live streams. Christmas tree up. Saryukian live stream. PFL 10 live stream here. Damn, I'll be doing too many live streams for you boys. Oh, here it is. I was fucking hyped. Francis Ngannou fumbled the bag. Francis fumbled the bag. Dude, I was so hyped when he dropped him. That was October 28th. It's before Halloween. That was a beauty, boys. That was a fucking beauty. It's actually kind of sad though. I think Pfeiffer card is pretty decent. Sad. You got to be like, oh boy, Feely Ige. That'd be a prelim on a fight night 5 years ago. I know. I made Joey and Ngannou interviews what we needed. That's crazy. J3, thank you for the 199. This is the guy calling people incels on Twitter. Yeah, I've called quite a few people incels before. Yep. Thank you for the 199. There's a lot of incels in the MMA community. I don't know if you're one of them or not. You seem triggered by the word, maybe. But talk your shit. Make sure you send it with a $5 donor next time. Is there any members that you actually talk to in real life? What do you mean by talk to in real life? Like we have each other's phone numbers? What do you mean? Define what you mean by that. Like, are we not talking in real life right now? Or you mean like in person by in real life? Dana would try so hard to make the UFC cool back in the day, bro. He swore he was like a talent scout for MTV with shit like Ultimate. I know, dude. I know. I know. Anyone else feel like Izzy's been gone for so long? You know what that is, right? It's because he was so active. Can Uncle Dana do something special for 300? I don't think so. I think he can. I'm Indian and we don't like power slap. No one cares about that. Who spreads these fucking rumors? Dana White does, but I was only kidding. I was only kidding around. Francis is irrelevant. Yeah, he's irrelevant. Yep, you're right. He's announcing the main event this month. There's no fucking way he waits until March. Yeah, he's got to announce it this month. Strickland versus Gary for the Hypocrite Championship of the World. Colby cashes his money in the bank and smacks Strickland in the back of the head with a steel chair. Dude, Gary beating Sean Strickland would be the highlight of my fucking year. I would probably pick Gary too. I know you guys say I'm crazy. I really think Gary would beat Strickland. Like, I'm not saying I'm super confident in it. Don't get me wrong. But it would be fucking funny as hell. Like, I would want that matchup because I like Gary's chances in it. Let me put it that way. But yeah, book it. Book that for the 300 main event. Let's wait till Gary starts his out the drunk driver and then put him against the former neo-Nazi. That'd be a dream of mine. Strickland versus Gary. I'm telling you right now, the Strickland fans wouldn't want it. They wouldn't want it. You know why? Because they'd be scared he'd lose. If Gary loses, so be it. I don't care. But I'd want to see it. I'd want to see it. But if Strickland fans really believed in their guy, they'd want to see it because they want to see Strickland beat up Gary. But it wouldn't go down like that unless the size advantage was too much. But I don't think it would be. Me and Joey spend hours on the phone. Yeah, me and Hap FaceTime all the time as well. Incel Rebellion has just begun. Well, welcome aboard, my friend. I'm happy to have you joining my stream. You ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't getting no pussy, so might as well join the stream and talk to another grown man. The Shavkat versus Colby rumors are bullshit. Yes. I've not seen one legitimate source. People just post it online, and then all the fans run with it, and people repost it, and it's just annoying as fuck. And then everyone believes it. But I would love for that to come to fruition. Where there's smoke, there's fire, my friend. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Are the reports true? Colby's turning down Shavkat. Oh, if he's offered Shavkat, he's definitely turning him down. Have you been to any live events? If so, which ones? UFC 244, UFC 172, and UFC Alistair Overeem, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I heard something about Colby being offered Shavkat and turning him down. Yeah, it's kind of a rumor. Where there's smoke, there's might be fire, but I don't know. Did you see Izzy post about 300 movie on Insta, subliminal foreshadowing? He could just be trolling now. You never know. Max should immediately drop out of his fight with Justin if Ilya beats Volk. Agreed. Pat Mahomes Sr. got arrested for his third driving while intoxicated. What is that, Pat Mahomes' dad, I'm assuming? Like in real life, like they talk to and have their phone number and they're actually close? No, I do not. Hap says he spends hours looking at your V. You can't unsee it. True. Who are you going to be the next victim of Umar Nurmagomedov? Do you have any news? From what I hear, it's going to be an unranked guy. From what I hear. An unranked guy just to get him a fight, basically. Do you think Ian Gary can knock out Jeff Neal? Yes. Will he? I don't know. The only Colby fight I would like to see is against Shavkat. Colby's just a bum who talks shit and can't back it up. Yeah, I would love to see Shavkat beat the dog shit out of Colby. Oh my God, that'd be so enjoyable. I really want Colby versus Gary. But if we can't get Colby versus Gary, I want Colby versus Shavkat. Just sad when I see people like Bisbang talking the rumors at face value, making it. They just do it for views, dude. That's it. A lot of people don't care about what the truth actually is. Like, I saw that shit too. Like, anything that's online that people are talking about, certain channels will just make videos about it regardless of what it is. Like, even if it's not even remotely credible, because it's being talked about, so they know people will click on it. But then that kind of gives credence to that rumor in turn. So it's just annoying. I understand. I don't see Colby fighting him. He's terrified to talk shit about. Yeah, he was like, I'm not fighting Shavkat. Nobody knows him. And then 2 seconds later, he was like, yeah, but Shavkat should definitely fight Leon next. That's what the fans want to see. Do you guys remember that? I didn't have time to call all that out in the video I did on it, but I saw that shit. It was funny. This don't reporter Nina must be sleeping with Dana at this point. Oh, for sure. Almost for certain. He's blowing her back out. So's Hunter Campbell. Chelsea Chandler's ranked number 14. I know, bro. I know. It's a sad, sad sight. It's a sad... Every time I see it, it shocks me. And they know MMA fans eat this shit up. Yeah, they just love it. MVP looks like an embarrassment in his recent photos. Looks soft. I think you guys are a little bit too hard on people's physiques. I mean, he's kind of always looked like that, but he does look a little bit less in shape than I would have thought. Does MVP stand a chance in the UFC? To be a top contender? Absolutely not. To beat Kevin Holland? Yes. I think he's getting smashed here. Pause. Maybe. I know it's not legit, but I fully believe Colby turned down Shavkat. Bro's scared. If he got offered Shavkat, he turned it down. I'll tell you that much. Colby's been ducking fights for years. I mean, look at his resume. I mean, do you need any more? You don't think he's ever gotten a decent matchup? I'm getting ready to expose a few members in this chat. They get on different chats and talk crap about you. I only keep it G. How come I've never seen you in stream before? So expose them then. Let's see. Expose them, my friend. Expose them, my friend. I feel like you just made that up, but I feel like it is what it is. Paulo or Whitaker? I'm leaning Paulo. I'm leaning Paulo right now. It might be one of those picks I can't come off of and I get it wrong. I just can't stand Colby. His trash talk isn't even clear. He's just a hater at this point. Ian can be a cuck, but he would beat Colby. Oh, Ian Machado Gary would wreck Colby bad. I'm confident in that pick. I really don't think that Colby would take the Shavkat fight. I would like to see it as much as you do. Yeah, I don't think he would take it either. Colby Covington versus Ian Gary, UFC Dublin. What's up? Ian Gary's the next big thing if he beats Jeff Neal for sure. Colby Covington versus Ian Gary, UFC Dublin would be perfect. Agreed 100%. I think dude's getting ready to expose Hap. If anybody gets exposed, it's about to be Hap. Is it Hap? Expose him, bro. Expose him. Let's see it. Can Secret just dare to face off Robert Whitaker? Can Secret Juice dare to face off? He will fight him, I think. I think he's going to fight him. Remember when I called that Costa was pulling out of the Khamzat Chimaev fight days before anyone else? And people criticized me in the comments and said I was wrong. Who remembers that, boys? I broke that news for you. I 100% broke the Khamzat Chimaev Paulo Costa news. And I don't want to hear anything otherwise. Strickland, women should get back in the kitchen. Colby F. Strickland, he doesn't respect women. Also, Colby has half native women to promote his betting picks. Yeah. There's only 3, and it cracks me up. They act like your best friend on my life. What do you mean they act like my best friend? What does that even mean? Let's see it, bro. Who is it? Let's see it. Expose them, bro. Expose them. Somebody's sweating right now in the chat. MMA Joseph sweating right now. Hap's sweating right now. Damn, I was hyped for that fight. Costa Boers. Yeah, that was a banger matchup. International Fight Week will be in South Africa. No. It will not be. But we'll see. Maybe you'll be right. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. But yeah, I was hyped for the Khamzat Costa fight. I remember I made that video, though, like 2 days before it got canceled. And a lot of people told me I was a body language expert and I was an idiot. And I said, I'm telling you 100% certainty. I know for a fact it's done. I know for a fact that it is off. I knew it. JJ Smoke got some explaining to do. There's one. Okay, how are you going to expose him? You're just saying it. You're just saying it. That doesn't supply any proof. Dude said I'm exposing JJ Smoke. I feel like this is somebody who is a member just fucking off. Where was I at? Isn't International Fight Week always in Vegas? Yes, it is. But they could change it. Stop talking shit, expose them. From a real top G, you earn my respect with your consistency and knowledge. If you're going any place in life, you must expect haters, gang, bet it. Of course, man. I appreciate your respect and your kind words. I'm never worried about the haters, my friend. I love the haters. That sounds corny, but I truly do embrace it. You know, I'm not one of these people that's just like, oh no, how could anyone say anything bad about me? You know, but it's funny though. It is funny. I enjoy it. But thank you for not being one of those. I turn the haters into supporters. All right. What's next for Ikram? Seems like the odd man out 185. He keeps pulling out of fights, man. What is next for Ikram? I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to see him get a top ranked guy. Let Ikram fight the winner of Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Khabibulov. I won't do no one else dirty. You got to prove it. How'd you done JJ Smoke dirty if you didn't prove it, bro? And expose everyone else. Expose them, man. You'll just cause pandemonium. Joe, don't kill me for saying this, but I think Charles Radtke actually has some pretty damn nice left hook on it. He showed it last night, but he didn't show it against Mike Mathetha. I said it was a nice left hook in my post fight. But it was nasty, dude. He looked like a totally different fighter from his UFC debut, which is crazy. Gilbert Urbina looked awful, and Radtke looked really good. Ikram versus Chris Curtis. That'd be decent. That'd be a decent matchup. I want to see Chris Curtis. I actually talked to Chris Curtis. He says he really wants the Imavov fight 5 rounds. He wants the Imavov fight 5 rounds main event. Joe, do you ever think randomly about Conor saying fuck Mark Henry? No, don't remember. Yeah. Watson ain't provide no evidence, man. He ain't provide no evidence. I want to see the evidence. He retracted all his messages now. He retracted all his messages. That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. Okay. Chris Curtis is a beast. Yeah, people misremember the Imavov fight too. Do you think the UFC will give him that fight? Maybe. Maybe. If you have a chance to interview from UCF Rostar, who is that guy? Sorry for my poor English. From UFC Rostar. What are you talking? I don't know what you're saying. Who main events UFC Saudi? I don't know at this point, bro. I'm done. I have no idea. I'm done guessing. I think the UFC should do a Imavov Curtis main event Paris. Could promote the fuck out of it. I would like it. Dude, Paris has the best crowd too. Listen, Ngannou with KO, AJ Ngannou got the best camp. Fernand Lopez was a traitor. I hope Ngannou brutally KOs Anthony Joshua. I'd love to see Chael Sonnen immediately start looking for the next move. What's annoying is if Ngannou does lose, they're going to use that to explain why he should have never been in boxing. Khamzat will main event Saudi versus a ranked opponent. Islam going to fight on pay-per-view? Maybe. Joey, since you're good at predicting UFC fighters' trajectories, where do you see Izzy in the next year? I'll say he's champ. Somehow he's the champ. Conor was gassing Khabib, and if you didn't see it, you were casual. Yeah, luckily Dom Cruz let us in on that. I'm done. Bro really came into the chat, said JJ Smoke was talking shit, and then dipped out. He said there's 3. I wanted to know what he was going to say. Why didn't he expose all 3 of them? I see thinking he's what UFC star would you like to interview? I don't know. I'll say Du Plessis. Conor was gassing. I feel like Dana is waiting to announce so much news at once. Maybe. We'll have to see. We will have to see. If Ngannou does lose, which he won't, he still got the Wilder fight for $30 million. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I want to see him fight in MMA again, though. Cole Jackson Manning, you have some. Oh, Cole Jack, he's always talking shit. All right, name the next one, bro. Name the next one. Name the next one. But yeah, I hope we get it. We should get a 300 announcement this week. I'm thinking we get an announcement this week, but it's hard to say for sure. You got to read the comment section of Randy Brown KO Dagestani guy recently. Everyone is full of joy. It is what it is, man. That was a nasty KO. Word, bro. He's still got MMA too. Yeah. And, I mean, he's got a big... he might have to renegotiate the contract with PFL when he comes back from boxing. The UFC Mexico card looks unreal. That's actually a good card. That's what Fight Night cards used to look like. The UFC Mexico card is what Fight Night cards used to look like. Unfortunately, we don't get those anymore because we get the bullshit Apex. The bullshit Apex. So, if you had a chance to interview UFC star, who would it be? I'll say Dricus Du Plessis, just for the hell of it. Because at least he's intelligent. Or Sean Strickland. Give me Sean Strickland. Give me a Sean. Oh, that would go viral for sure. I wouldn't even care if I couldn't monetize it. Joe, would you rather get arm barred by Charles or chin by Pavlovich? Probably arm barred by Charles. What's up, Joe? Just tuning in. Can you sell me on Costa? Because I'm thinking I'm a little biased on Whitaker. I think Whitaker's kind of been checked out for a bit, man. I think he's been checked out. Costa's big. He's strong. He's not going to be fighting at elevation. And I think he's got decent power as well. So, I don't know. I can't really sell you on him because I'm not even 100% sold. But yeah, I'll say Costa isn't checked out. Who the fuck is Jimmy? I don't even know who Jimmy is, bro. Joe, I know you're going to disagree, but regardless of whether I like her or not, I would rather watch McCann fight than Wei Lee. That's worthy of a 5-minute timeout. I can't let that slide. That was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my entire life. That was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my entire life. Hap, I'm sorry, my friend. Can we get taps for Hap? Can we get taps for Hap? Can we get tapped? That's the dumbest. Dude said he would rather watch Molly McCann fight than Wei Lee. I'm done. Joe, you seen Rob's last interview? He was coping hard on the Dricus loss. No, I have not. I saw clips of it on Twitter, but can you believe that motherfucker said that? Do you believe there will be a 165-pound division? No. Sup, Joe? Just got back from 4-hour shooting day at the range. Why do I feel like VT was the West Watson guy? Was Watson. Why do I feel like that was him? All love, you know I keep it real, G. All right, well, where's the rest of them? I don't know who fuck Jimmy is. I feel like you're VT on the multiple accounts. I feel like that's some shit VT would do. And the fact that he's like, just got back from 4 hours. I hope you had a good time, man. I don't know, bro. Joey, let's hope and pray ESPN executives force UFC to shut down the Apex. Or just improve the quality of the cards. We don't need them to shut it down. Just make the cards better. Just make the fucking cards better. It's shit. It's absolutely shit. VT is my other account? Yeah, now I definitely know it's not you. What other languages can you speak? I'm fluent in 3 different languages. I speak Spanish, Greek, and German. Is Kevin Lee actually coming back? Hopefully not. PFL should open up a 165-pound division. I think they would attract a lot of fighters to emotion. I don't know if it would. Do you think Chris Weidman can get a win or he's done? It depends who they match him up against, but I think he's done. I think he's done and Connor's probably done as well, but at least Connor has a lot of money to do steroids. I don't know why flyweight is literally one of those divisions I can't watch. Would rather watch women's fights. That's so dumb. You went hard on the ref in your recent video. He does suck, though. He does suck. Dana White about to have a stroke. The amount of Saudi Arabia paying. Can you speak something in German? No. Hello, Joey. What's up? What's up? Def cut Babitsa. She probably retires. Were you able to clear the rest of the water at your uncle's house from yesterday? You ain't going to believe this shit. You guys want to hear another non-MMA related story that happened to me today? And the reason that my video schedule was kind of fucked up? I was hoping to have 2 videos out today, but I didn't. Let me know. Kevin Lee is still reigning 100. No, Kevin Lee will never be reigning anything. Never be reigning anything at all. No? Okay. What female fighter in the UFC do you know your fiance could beat? I don't know. A yes man, lay it on us. Facts Enigma. Story time. Yeah, so anyway, I'll make it quick. So yesterday I went to my uncle's house. And a calamity of all calamities happened. I take care of my uncle. It's my great uncle actually, but he's 88 years old, and he doesn't need like full-time care. But we do everything for him. Me and my fiance do everything for him. And yesterday we stopped by his house, and I opened the fucking door, and there's 2 inches, 3 inches of water on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And apparently his sink, well, not apparently, definitely. I look over, his sink's running. His sink is backed up, so it's clogged. And the sink is completely full. Running over the countertop and completely covered the floor. Dripping through the house all the way down the basement. Down the basement, there's shit just wet everywhere. And it's a disaster. So I immediately turn off the water. I immediately go tell my uncle, hey, stay in the living room. Don't try to go in the kitchen. There's a disaster. And that's why I was late for the stream yesterday. So I ran home. I live about 15 minutes from him. I ran home, got a shop vac, a mop, a bunch of towels, and went back there and just started cleaning up everything and cleaning up all the water. And we cleaned up. My fiance went downstairs, started mopping up downstairs and moving stuff out of the way where the water was dripping downstairs. And upstairs, I shop vacked up all the water. And then she came up and mopped the upstairs and then used a towel to dry all the floor because even though it was mopped up and sucked up all the water, it's still, slippery. And I didn't want him, to come in, walk in there and fall. Then we looked in the cabinets. All the pots that were in the cabinet are filled with water. All the cabinets are full of water. The drawers are filled with water. So I had to shop vac all that out, pull all that shit out, dump all the pots and pans out, and I just hurry up and put it back in there because I wanted to go because I had to watch the fights and do the stream. Anyway, so I got it where he can use his kitchen. Everything's okay, blah, blah, but I still needed to clean up the basement more. I put a bunch of buckets downstairs catching water that was coming through the ceiling. Clean up the basement more. I turned off the electricity to the basement because there was an outlet that was getting soaked. And I put some buckets down there to catch some water. So I had to empty those things. And plus I wanted to run a dehumidifier. So today I go there. There's towels all over the floor where we left them. We kind of did it really quickly. And we're cleaning up the towels. We took a shampooer there. We shampooed the basement rug, sucked all the water out of the basement rug. And just run the set up the dehumidifier, ran the dehumidifier. Then I went and looked at the sink, fixed the sink. I was going to take it apart. Usually you have 2 joints at the P-trap, so I was going to take it apart because usually it's the P-trap where it's clogged. And he had ran Drano down there before, but it just gotten worse recently, just out of nowhere. And I was going to take it apart, but one end was glued, so I had to cut it apart if I wanted to take it apart. So I filled up the sink instead and used a plunger on it so that in the off chance he were to leave the sink on again, it wouldn't overflow. So I used the plunger on it. I cleared the clog, didn't have to take any of the plumbing apart, set up the dehumidifier. The story's about to take a turn for the worst. Set everything up, pick up all the towels, take them in a hamper, going to take them home to wash them and everything. And then after that, it probably took like 45 minutes and then left there. And I went to my grandmother's house. I take care of my grandmother as well, who is 86. And I walk in my grandmother's house. The look on her face immediately. Look on her face, I knew something was wrong. I said, what's wrong? I immediately sat. The door hasn't even shut behind me. I haven't took off my jacket, nothing. I'm like, what's wrong? And my grandma's like, walk in here. And I'm like, what's wrong? Hurry up and spit it out. Tell me what's wrong. Like, I need to know what's wrong now. And so we walk into the kitchen, and she points to the ceiling. And I'm like looking up at the ceiling, and then I fucking see it. Oh, I was fucking so heated, but now I'm a little bit less heated. 2 years ago, I completely redid my grandmother's kitchen. I tore everything out, ceiling, walls, cabinets, everything's brand new. The only thing that wasn't new was the refrigerator and the floor. It's all fucking looking perfect. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's sweet. I painted the whole downstairs, and there's now a leak in the ceiling. So even if you do a nice job on drywall, you can always tell where you patch a hole no matter what if you look closely enough. And I just fucking love the way it looked. It was looking beautiful. So there's a light. We added lights to the kitchen when we did it. We added 3 lights. So there's like it's not a recessed light, but it kind of looks like, it's more of a dome, but it looks like a recessed light kind of. And it's full of water. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I know there's plumbing in there. I know there's plumbing from the tub and from the, water lines that go to the sink. And so I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I immediately go downstairs and turn off the power to the kitchen. Then I pull down the light. You have to like stick like a flathead in there, pop down the light. Then you can disconnect it. As I pop down the light, there's water running all over me because the light is a dome and it's full of water. I take that down. I'm looking up in the box. I don't see. It doesn't look like it's moist right now. So I'm like, all right, let me figure out what this is. So I put the light on. I empty the light into a bucket and then I sit the light on the table. I go upstairs. I'm like, please be something upstairs. Please be something I don't have to cut open the ceiling and make it, like, I can fix it, no problem, but it's just I don't like the way it's gonna look. It looks perfect right now. And so I go upstairs. There's an access panel to where the plumbing is for the tub, like the handle and everything, because I redid that like 10 years ago. So I look in there. I'm like, please be something leaking in here. I turn on the water. Nothing's leaking. So I'm like, damn, what the hell? And so I'm like, what the hell could it be then? So then I'm wondering, okay, maybe could the toilet have been leaking? She didn't notice it. Could it be the wax ring around the toilet? I flushed the toilet, nothing. Run the faucets up there, nothing. I'm like, why am I getting nothing? How am I getting nothing leaking? So then the only thing I can think of is maybe the tub itself is leaking. It could be, maybe if I fill the tub up with water, maybe the tub's leaking. Maybe the overflow drain's leaking. That little center thing, there's the overflow drain. Maybe it's that. I fill the tub up. And I'm not seeing, I'm just I'm looking at the access panel. I'm staring at the overflow drain. I'm not seeing anything leaking. So I'm like, what the hell what could it possibly be? So then I'm like, okay, what else could it be? So then I'm like, well, it's got to be something to do with the tub. But the caulk isn't really low. So it's not like there's some water that got splashed up on there and it's leaking through that, because the caulk's like way too high, really. It still gets wet, but not enough to that water to get that much water downstairs. So I'm like, let me just fill up the tub and see what happens. So I fill up the tub, and after it gets to I'm just staring at the access panel the whole time, and I fill up the tub, and finally I start to see some water. And what it ended up being was a hairline crack or cracks in the tub that only leak when the tub is full of water. So it's not that big of a deal, but it's not that great. I'm going to see if I can just fix the cracks. She doesn't bathe very often. So, I mean, she showers, but she doesn't take full-blown baths, which is when it leaks. So at least she can shower. It's not going to leak when it showers. So it was from a bath when the water's sitting in there for, 30 minutes and it's slowly leaking out of that crack and going down into the ceiling. And that's why it all leaked down there, because it was from a bath. So it was a long period of time where when a shower's going, it's not leaking at all. So it ended up kind of being a horror story, but it took me like an hour and a half to troubleshoot and figure out what the hell it was. And worst case scenario, she'll have to get a whole new tub, but it's not as easy as you think, because you got to tear out all the walls and whatnot. So it's a pain in the ass. So I'm hoping just kind of patch the cracks a little bit. I think they make something to patch the cracks, and then just maybe only take showers. I don't know, something like that. It's not like she really bathes that much, because she has trouble getting in and out of the tub anyway. So that's basically it. That's the gist of it. So I had 2 nightmares in a row. But look at this. I'll show you, because I seen somebody say, "Oh, Joey, you don't know how to do shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah." I mean, I know how to do a lot, but I'm not trying to go crazy. But I'll show you what my grandmother's kitchen looked like when I redid her kitchen. I showed this on stream before. This was my grandmother's Mother's Day gift. And I had help from people. This isn't all me, obviously, but I had help from a lot of people. But I redid my grandmother's kitchen in 2022 for as a Mother's Day gift. Let me pull that back up. Let me see if I can go find. I'll show you before and after pictures if I can find it. April, I think it was April 20. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, there it is. So April 16th was when I painted it all. Yeah, so there we go. All right, I'm gonna show you. I gutted it out. I gutted the place completely out. Let me see. Let me find the picture where it's completely gutted. All right, here it is. Here it is, boys. It's not porcelain, bro. It's fiberglass. Oh, here we go. All right, so here was my grandmother's kitchen. Completely gutted. Completely gutted. There you go. Let me see if it pops up good. There you go. Completely gutted right there. And that was March 22nd. I basically did it in a weekend, but I didn't paint it until mid-April. And then here it is after I painted it. Boom. Oh, here it is. And then here you go. Boom. There you go, boys. Look how nice those walls look, man. Look how nice that ceiling looks. I didn't want to have to cut into it, man. It looked perfect. When you got nice finishing, I know a guy who does finishing. When you got nice finishing and you sand it real nice and you paint it real nice, you don't want to cut into it and patch it, especially not 2 years later. I'd have been devastated. What is this about? So, yeah. That was, let's see. I tore the house apart on like a Wednesday. And it was pretty much all done by the end of the weekend. It just wasn't completely finished. I didn't have like all the handles on everything. This was basically after the weekend. This is basically what it looked like after the weekend. There you go. There's a picture of what it looked like. See if it focuses at all. So she could at least use it. So basically I ended up with 2 nightmares. My uncle's house is flooded. My grandmother's house is leaking into the ceiling. And it was a complete catastrophe. Steven Seagal, thank you for the $5. Did Josh Parisian's stock with the ladies go up after he showed his butt crack? 100%. 100%. His stock went up. I mean, showing off that beautiful, beautiful butt crack, it has to make his stock go up with the ladies. My uncle had a cheap metal tub that rusted out and eventually gave way. Changing it out was a nightmare. Yeah, my one of my friends years ago redid his bathroom and had a cast iron tub. Oh my fucking God, it was so heavy. We cut it in half and carried it downstairs, and it was horrible. I think it ended up being like 400 total pounds, you know. So insert someone joke, oh, so about the same amount as weight as you. Insert that in the chat, please. But yeah, it was heavy as shit. But yeah, most people use fiberglass nowadays. All right, Days, I get it, man. Nice finishing. Okay, we get it. Joe, when's the last time you... Ew, bro, don't even say that word. Never. Because, you know, also another thing I do, since I've owned my house, I bought my house, one of the first things I did... First of all, I didn't move into my house right away. My house was basically brand new when I bought it. But I wanted to get it just right. I wanted to get it just right. So I was like, I got all this furniture coming. I got all this. I got deliveries coming and shit. And I didn't want to be one of those people that moves into my house and there's like, oh, I got a bed. That's it, you know? So I took like a week or 2 weeks to move into my house. And the first thing I did before this was like day 2 since I signed the papers. I called up an exterminator and I set up for the general pest program. So what that means is they come every 3 months. They spray your outside, they spray your inside, and then if you have any problems in between there, they'll come back and spray it again for free. So I think it's like $110, maybe $120, something like that. I don't remember exactly. So yeah, I don't really see any bugs ever. Unless maybe occasionally a spider in my basement, but that's it. So I don't know. I don't know when the last time I'm not even gonna say that word. That's the start. Dude, get an exterminator to come out, bro. Those things populate like crazy. It's not that expensive. You have a general pest come out every 3 months. And I actually did that same thing for my uncle's house now. He's set up now. I set him up like maybe 3 months ago, 6 months ago. Because um because occasionally I would see like a bug there, like a spider or something there. And I'm like, he's old. How many times, is there a bug probably crawling around that he's not seeing? So I said, I'm just gonna get him this. And so now they go to his house every two. Basically, the same exterminator comes to my house, my grandmother's house, and my uncle's house once every 3 months and sprays for general pest inside and outside. But yeah, I don't know if there's any questions I missed about MMA. I know I was telling that story for way too long. Put it in chat. I'll read it. Obviously, I'm not gonna scroll back on everything. Looks dope. Damn, Joey. Thank you. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you again, Steven Seagal, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, supporting independent MMA media. But that's nasty, MMA Joseph. Good thing you got them. Good thing you got them. How much was your house? I think I've said it on stream before, but I'm not gonna say it now. Guess in chat, how much do you think my house cost when I bought it? I mean, it's worth a lot more now. But how much do you think I paid for my house? If you know, if I've said it before on stream, then don't guess. I don't know that I said it before on stream anyway. What are the chances Shavkat fights before Ramadan? Slim and none. Joey's house costs $200 in a funnel cake. Okay, 425, 250, 300K, 700K, 800 rands. Maybe 500,000. Maybe. Would you ever redo my kitchen? No. 500K. All right, boys. 2 Big Macs? Nah, dude, I'm not giving up 2 Big Macs. Stop. Nah, I would never even eat a Big Mac. I can't. Why are they even popular? Joey, even though I catch mad strays, notice how West Guy never said me because I'm the rod for this channel. Ayo. I had to time you out for that bullshit you said. I had to time you out for that shit you said. I'll tell you this. Nobody guessed it. But a couple people got in the general vicinity. In the very general vicinity. Are popular because of marketing? Maybe. Bet you made a lot of renovations. I actually didn't. I bought my house pretty much new. Joe, what insect do you hate the most? I have no idea, dude. I don't even like to think about insects. I'm not like scared of them, but I don't like to think about shit crawling around your house. That shit'll bug the hell out of me. That's why I have an exterminator. Because no matter how nice, no matter how clean your house is, you can't. So I'll tell you this. Everyone who guessed is too low. Everyone who guessed is too low. I'll tell you that much. That's why we're independent MMA media. We can't be bought or sold by anyone. Okay? We can't be bought or sold by anyone. And that's why I don't care if someone doesn't like you. I had friends whose house got infested with blank. Those things are worse, man. Almost impossible to exterminate. I seen a video on YouTube years ago. And just thinking about it makes me want to throw up. Just thinking about it makes me want to throw up. And they burnt down the house because it was so severe infestation. I was just fucking around. When I said everyone was too low, I was only kidding around. I was only kidding. I was only kidding around. I told you guys. A couple of you guys were in the general vicinity, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Is the answer in the negatives? What does that mean? Is Connor secretly fighting at 300? It's possible. It's possible. It's very possible, but it's hard to know. Guys, do me a favor. If you're watching right now and you haven't liked the stream yet, and also you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 20K. Over the last 2 weeks, we've slowed down. The growth was crazy, and then we slowed down with these shit cards. So, an apartment in my area is $900,000, so a house is definitely out of my reach. That's crazy, bro. Where you live, Mike? Are you in debt trying to pay it? What do you mean? Everyone, I mean, I didn't buy a house with cash, if that's what you're asking. Do you think we get a 300 main this week? We better. I'm in Vancouver, Canada, where average house is 1.1 million. You guys got it good. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. You better start saving up. Get one of those high-paying jobs. Are bugs more common in apartments or houses? I don't know. I would assume apartments just because it's communal living, basically. So I don't know. But yeah, if you guys could subscribe, I'm still trying to get to 20K before UFC 300. We're at 16,160, but the last 7 days I've gained like only 200 subs, which is actually traumatic. Traumatic. So, but it's because I haven't been putting out as much content. I was sick, and then we have shit cards, so they did me dirty. Joe, would you spend 900K to live in an apartment? No. Bro, I'm in LA. Nothing is less than like 1 million. That's crazy. Is Habib coming back? No. Moicano versus, I don't know what you mean. LA is a shit city. Okay. MMA question. Do you think the line is dropping on Volk, and who do you have? I'm leaning Volk right now. For someone who really likes to brag, you really do say much. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're saying. Moicano versus Beneil next. Who wants to see that? I certainly don't. Who's Leon's opponent for 300? It would be Bilal if it ends up happening. Also, what is the line on Volk? I don't even know what the line is. All 5 UFC 298 main card is so good. I agree. You get a mansion in another state for that much? True. The best time to buy a house was during COVID when the Fed cut interest rates. If you had money, I would have. If I had money, I would have done it. I invested a lot in 2020 and like April, May of 2020 is when I dropped the most amount of money in the stock market that I ever dropped. But yeah, you could definitely get a mansion for that much, for $1 million. I feel like you're going to gain some subs during 299 because we got 299 and Francis, AJ. Yeah, for sure. Joe, you do your best videos when the sport is slow. What are some ideas you have for future opinion theory videos? I don't even know, man. I had a couple videos. Like, I have a whole... All right, I'll tell you a video that... Now, I want to save that. I don't want to put that out in public. Someone might try to steal that idea. I had a couple good video ideas that I fucked up. Let me see if I can go find one. I have a list of video ideas that I just type. But I don't know if I have it saved. So I fucked up. I wanted to make a champs for the end of the year video. I also wanted to make the biggest mistakes the UFC made in 2023. Because there's a lot of them. So unfortunately, I didn't get to make that one either. But I do make my best videos when the sport's slow. Because then when the sport's moving fast, it's like I got to do these prediction videos for these cards that aren't that great. And then nobody watches those videos or those cards. I wish I could go back and tell my 6-year-old me in 2011 to buy a house during the market crash. That's true. End of year's champ is still a good idea, I know. But I gotta do full card predictions. Maybe I'll work on it this week. Do you make any money off YouTube? Yes, I do. Not like that much. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. But it's basically ad revenue, donations, and memberships is what I make money off of. I tried a lot of crap about Makshev and Bilal, but I really love them compared to Raki. I legitimately hate that guy. Okay. Dude, I thought it was mad funny. He said, the media needs to start paying me for these interviews. And then everyone stopped asking him questions immediately. Mad awkward. Mad awkward. You released like 3 or 4 awesome videos over holiday when everyone else was talking about a break. I know. Would you ever do 2 YouTube channels? I would. 100%. Would love to. Yeah, for real, I wish I bought a house when I was in pre-K right around 9/11. Yeah, me too. When I was 3 years old, I wish I would have bought a house. Joe, what kind of bike do you own? Diamondback. Islam versus Armin. Who would you pick? Islam right now. But yeah, I did release a couple bangers during that holiday break. The views were popping off too during the holiday break. Let's go back. Yeah, we had a couple really solid bangers. We had the Colby interview one right off the jump. That did 28K. Then we did Dana White about Bilal. Then we did a video about the brawl. Then we did a cuts video. Then we did 299 video, which just did okay. Then we did another Colby video. Then we did UFC 300. And then we got 3 fights announced initially. Then we had a Michael Chandler attempts last-ditch effort to get Conor McGregor fight. Then we had an Apex video that was pretty good. Then we had Strickland versus Du Plessis, completely unacceptable. Building UFC 300 card. Turning the UFC into WWE. The UFC intentionally waited out USADA deal to announce Conor McGregor fight was a banger. USADA video was a banger. Then we had reacting to the Ngannou Joshua news. The Ngannou video that has 32K. So yeah, we did get quite a few bangers around there. Radke literally put a whole fan base on being a bigot. When he finished Sherbina, he was mad rude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he actually is a bigot or not. I mean, just because you use that word, I mean, I'm not defending it, but it doesn't mean necessarily you're a bigot. But yeah, that people only like Radke because he did use that word 100%. But he had a decent win. And yeah, I mean, he's just kind of acting like a character now. Basically. Joe, would you ever go surfing or have you been? I've never been. I would go. Radke had Bilal in his corner. So, what would you talk about on the other one, NASCAR and Flat Earth? Yes. Did a poll about hypothetical Prime Habib versus Prime Volk. Seems obvious to me that Habib went. Yeah, Habib would easily beat Volk. Probably finish him, honestly, with ground and pound. Dana announcing on Tuesday, according to who? What were some of the mistakes UFC made in 2023? Keeping Khamzat Chimaev inactive, not re-signing Francis Ngannou, continuing to go to the Apex. What else am I thinking of? Giving undeserved title shots, booking Du Plessis versus Whitaker too close to when Adesanya was supposed to fight, instead of booking it earlier. I found the funniest moment of the stream what Rocky did. I was dying during your stream. Oh, the media part? Are you talking about the media part? Not signing Cedric Dombe. Connor Chandler tough. Yeah. I have a list somewhere in my Google Documents, but I forgot to title it, so I may have to remake it. What would Dana say if Ngannou wins Joshua and beats winner Tyson Usyk? He would be like, oh, yeah, good for him. Bro said pay me. Bro said pay me. Now, Islam is better than Habib. Prime Volk almost beat Islam. He didn't almost beat Islam. He lost 4 out of 5 rounds. I think that Habib would destroy him. Have a good night, bro. Keep it top J, okay. But what do you think about Themba saying he'll be champ at the end of 2024? Renat Fakhretdinov 3-0-1 in the UFC top 15. If he goes on a streak, he won't. Yeah, he'll never get a title shot unless he jumps in on short notice. If there's a welterweight fight cancellation, if Garimba throws his name in the hat, there's a chance they could throw him in for a short notice title shot, but it's not going to happen. Here because of Zach backpacking. Shout out to Zach, man. I stopped in his stream earlier. Patty fell off. Yeah, Patty disappeared. Also, the BMF title fight. Yeah, that's not a massive mistake. It's just annoying. I was at the Trek bike shop today and testing out some hard tail bikes. They were nice. Yeah, I'm sure they were. You're the only one who get a nice bike, man, and start riding around on it. You're the only one who predicted Conor wouldn't fight in 2023 when TUF was announced. I know, dude. I wish, one of these days, when the channel gets bigger and Motivational Joey starts making more videos because there's going to be more views, I need a best takes video. I need a best takes, when I get to 50K subs or something like that, and my name will actually get some views. We need a compilation of the best takes and maybe just do 20 seconds of each take. Because I've had some damn good takes to let, and I've always had takes like this. Always. There's so many that have aged so well for me before I even had a YouTube channel. Themba's still a long way to go. I mean, he did lose to AJ Flexure. I'm working on a Jamal Hill video. Fair enough. Enigma. Fair enough. I know you're high on him, but I think Garimbo beats Renat. Great power and real good grappling. I think he could go the way. It's just old. Dude, Garimbo needs to get... I think they should give Garimbo Luque. I think they should give Garimbo Luque. But yeah, who remember? I know we talk about this far too often, but occasionally I got to pat myself on the back, all right? Occasionally. Forgive me, boys, for patting myself on the back. Who remembers when I said, yeah, McGregor versus Chandler's not going to happen, even though they're recording The Ultimate Fighter? I was laughed at. I was told, Joey, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When the UFC announces The Ultimate Fighter, they always fight each other at the end. I was laughed at. Laughed at. Said it's not happening in 2023. And same with the Francis Ngannou shit. I said Francis Ngannou is going to most likely be just fine. And I said they will continue to move the goalposts. If you go back and watch my Francis Ngannou playlist, it's literally I was predicting the future each and every step of the way. So there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. What's the Jamal Hill video exactly going to be? Did you see the vid from yesterday? I don't think so. Maybe I did. I think no. You know what? I think someone sent it to me, but I don't remember what it was. Let me take a look. Oh shit! Someone sent me the screenshot of this. Somebody sent me the screenshot of this. That's fun. You got 59 comments on this. I bet you a lot of people talking shit. That's funny as hell. So many of his little simps are mad. Did you? All right, let's see. Look, they're triggered by the word incel. They're triggered by the word incel. This is funny. This is funny as hell. It's so funny. They're so triggered. They're so triggered by the word. That's funny. That is funny. That is funny. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had all these comments on it. I don't think I watched it. I think I just saw it. But I will watch it. But I knew. Hey, the word incel. Look, if the word incel triggers you, that's because you are. That's because you are. That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. That is hilarious. They're like, this guy's so delusional. Does he call anyone else incels? Ask your mother, bro. Look, I'm telling you, the incel word really triggers a lot of people. It triggers, and it's because it's accurate. It's accurate. That's funny, dude. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's funny as hell. You should have known this was going to trigger people. That is funny as hell. I'm glad you pointed that out. Anyway, when is Dana announcing 300? I'm hoping this week. I thought you were wild for thinking Conor wouldn't fight. A lot of people did. When Adesanya haters do realize that if he gets the fight against Dricus and he gets starched, that's the end of him being on top middleweight, dude. Don't they want it? Want that? They do, but I think a lot of people think that Adesanya wins. I think a lot of people think Adesanya is going to win. But yeah, look, he's got his little army that's going to comment on your video. It only helps engagement. And also one day we're going to have our own little army that's going to comment back. So you guys are part of that army, all right? Is he already cemented in MMA history? That is true. Incel's mad about the word incel is pure comedy. I know. We're nearing 1 year anniversary of Woke Islam. I know, that's fucking crazy. Joey, I live in a Mediterranean climate by urban and rural communities. It would be fun to ride a bike. I watch this biking YouTube channel all the time. You should get a GoPro. And record yourself riding through wherever you are. If you guys want to go subscribe to Motivational Joey, I know you guys are going to think like, oh, I'm him. But it's Enigma who runs the channel. Long-time member. There's his channel. Go subscribe to his channel. He's going to be posting clips. As the channel grows, he'll be posting more clips. He's actually not doing too bad with views, to be honest. His last 3, he doesn't do videos often, super often, but if you guys want to go support him, I hope he grows his channel into, something that actually makes a little bit of money one day. I think as he starts to fall off, he's getting older and is probably still partying. Oh, he's definitely partying. I heard that before the Strickland fight. But I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to go subscribe to him. He did a video called MMA Joey Addresses MMA Guru. Then the video before that, MMA Joey gets brutally exposed and apologizes. Then the video before that, Dricus Du Plessis exposed himself. Joey's epic rant on Mike Bell. MMA Joey buries Joe Rogan. Oh, man, the live stream clips are funny. The live stream clips are always funny. But yeah, if you guys want to go sub, I linked it in the chat. The shorts are hilarious. I got to check out the shorts. I usually get them recommended to me when I look at my homepage on the MMA Joey YouTube. I'll try to post more often. Yeah, do whatever you can, man. Do whatever you can. It's no big deal one way or another. I think you put together decent videos. You find like good topics and do decent and do really good videos and do fun editing with them too. And they're not like super long either. I'm back. I couldn't sleep. Okay. Dang, Joey, that's a good idea. The shorts are okay. I read that. Izzy drinks all the time on his Instagram. Yeah. Dude's out drinking and driving too. Out drinking and driving. What was the video? I want to see it. Yeah, I can link the video if you want to check out the video itself. But make sure you subscribe to him too. Build up his channel so then he posts more often and he gets views on him. He's been drinking. There's the actual video link itself if you want to check it out. I feel like multiple people left because all of a sudden I seen like 15, 20 people leave. And then now they're all back. I feel like most people want to check out the channel. Joe, would you rather smoke cigs in a hot tub with Keith Peterson or sit front row in the theater for the Roadhouse premiere with Clay Guida and the boys? Smoke cigs in a hot tub with Keith Peterson for sure. Just got your UFC 300 tickets. Whitaker versus Costa. What's your prediction, KO or decision? I'm going to say Costa via decision. Now, I'm going to say Costa TKO. I don't know, though. When we get closer, I may change my pick. I'm just feeling Costa right now. I'm just feeling Costa. Yeah, who would want to sit front row with Clay Guida watching the Roadhouse? I certainly wouldn't. That would be a catastrophe. I still got to record my predictions. Joey, do you ever go golfing? I play disc golf. Disc golf's mad fun. I wish I could get a disc golf sponsor on the channel. I would never be sponsored by anything like I didn't actually like somewhat use. My nose is now itching. I would love to get a disc golf sponsorship of some sort. I haven't been playing that much recently, but it's mad fucking fun. It sounds corny. You probably think a bunch of, like hippies playing shit, and that is kind of true. Disc golf is mad fun. If I could play every day, I would. It's mad fun. I hope the sport grows and becomes really big. Conor vs. Diaz 3 or Conor Chandler? What would I prefer? Conor Chandler. Now, I don't want to see Chandler get the fight. But I don't want to see Conor Diaz 3. You look like a heavyweight Benoit Saint-Denis. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Clay Guida seems like the type of guy to wear a tuxedo shirt to the Roadhouse premiere. I used to have a tuxedo shirt, like a regular shirt that looked like a tuxedo. I haven't worn it in a while. How often do you get sponsorships offers? I wouldn't say often, but I wouldn't say rarely. I would say like maybe once or twice a month, maybe. But I don't really ever look into them too much. I maybe send an email back and they're like, oh, call me or whatever. I talked about it on stream. I think. I don't think I did talk about it on stream. I had a sponsor reach out to me that works with the UFC. And they said with no strings attached that they could get me to a UFC. They'd give me tickets to a UFC event. Just let me know what event I want to go to. And that I would talk to them there and work out something. But everything seemed legit, but it just seemed too good to be true. And also, I don't know. It's just like a sponsor that I don't know if I'd really want to promote myself. you know. But it's an official UFC sponsor, actually. And I don't know. But I looked into it. The person that I talked to is legit. I confirmed that they're legit. And they basically said, they gave me their official email. And they told me, basically, if you come to this, if you pick an event, we'll be there. And we'll talk about it then. It just seems like, I don't know, it just seemed too good to be true. But also, I don't want to get, like, if I have no intentions of doing anything, which I don't know that I don't have any intentions. I'll think about it in the future. I don't want to, like, go and then be like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. Shit, if you don't want the ticket, slide over. I don't think it works like that. I'm going to try to go to a PFL card this year. I was talking to somebody who said, like, I could definitely get credentials for a PFL fight card. So I might try to go to, like, a PFL card as, like, a media member. Just maybe live tweet it, maybe do a video or something about it. If Francis Ngannou fights in PFL, I'm definitely going to try to go. You go to PFL versus Bellator card, I think that's in another country, bro. That'll cost a lot of money. Upcoming major organizations. Regional major organizations. PFL, Bellator. Yeah, that's in fucking Saudi Arabia, bro. That's in Saudi Arabia. I'm not going to that shit. Go to UFC media? Not possible, bro. Dana probably doesn't like you. I mean, he probably doesn't know who I am, so. PFL always doing weird events. Joe, do you make more money doing this job or your other job? I don't make that much money doing this job, so that should answer your question. PFL card would be lit for the channel. Hopefully announce a big card in the States. Yeah, I'll probably try to go. I don't want to travel too far, though. But it'd be cool to go to the Ngannou fight card if it happens. You like Ariel Chael? Neither. I don't like anyone in the MMA community space. The MMA media space, let me put it that way. Bruh. I'm having a barbecue this weekend. You're invited. Where do you live? Would you rather enjoy the UFC event in person or on TV? I don't know. It depends where you're sitting and everything. I wouldn't want to go to every UFC event. Let me put it that way. Joe, I watched a short clip of Guru impersonating you. I admit it was funny, but I'll defend you saying your channel's better. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the loyal support. What did I miss here? Same question. Damn, Joe, you could have been live at 300. Potentially, yeah, I could have. Imagine they do Francis versus Bader and MSG. That would be awesome. I'd go. I'd probably go. Who do you think headlines 300? Dricus Du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya. Okay. It's only 1 a.m. But I've heard it from semi-reliable sources. And that's what they're working on. All right. And I've called that for a month anyway, so I'll take credit for that. Joe, what do you actually think Dana would say if you came in and said, why do you have a girl name? He'd probably be like, fuck you. Who would make a good replacement for Dana White as president? I don't know. I have no idea. Who do you think headlines the Brazil card in May? Either Pantoja or Pereira. Probably Pereira if he's not on 300. It all depends what happens on 300. But it's hard to say for sure what's going on. Adesanya's IG story posted asking for a spot on 300. He could be trolling, though. That's what makes the most sense. Hunter Campbell was put in place by WME to take Dana's job when he leaves. Who do you think's the best commentator in the UFC? Paul Felder. Damn, my video's been out for two. Damn, this Cuts video is doing horrible. Shame on you guys. You guys got to check out the Cuts video after the stream. I released it kind of late, so I understand kind of, but it's only got 800 views right now. Oof. That's ugly. Got to get back to some big videos. Who does Pantoja fight in May? I would guess Kopp or Makayev. Probably Probably Moreno if Moreno beats Royval, which I think he will. What's the weirdest fight you've seen? For me, it's Conor Dustin 3. The weirdest fight that I've seen. Damn it. I know there's one that I probably can't think of right now. What's the weirdest fight that I've seen? I'll say Donald Cerrone, Jim Miller. I think there was only one, but one. It was in Atlantic City. There was Donald Cerrone TKO'd him twice. The referee stopped the fight from I think it was a body kick. Said it was a nut shot. Wasn't even close to a nut shot. And then Donald Cerrone, they started the fight back up. Donald Cerrone TKO'd him again. Is John Anik not the best commentator? You know he calls all the sponsors. You got Lawler Askren. Prime versus Prime. Who wins? Anderson GSP. I'll say Anderson. But I'm an Anderson fanboy. Dan Hooker versus Moicano in Brazil. Only 800 views yet. Ew. Did you see was called out this weekend by Hanato Moicano? I did. Would be cool. Sweet Dreams Hills call you out. That's not going to happen, bro. That's not going to happen. It would be funny, but that's not... Look, I don't want you guys to ever think I'm saying something, trying to get out a rise out of someone just to get some clout. That's not what I'm doing. Everything I've spoke about Jamal Hill has been facts, and he's just been a whiny little bitch about it. If they do DDP versus Izzy, they'll probably do Khamzat versus Jarrett Strickland for Saudi Arabia. Dude, Khamzat Strickland, Saudi Arabia probably is what's going to happen. Kimba versus Dada 500. It's Dada 5,000, but yeah. Why did Jeff Nowitzki betray USADA and trash them with Hunter Campbell? Because he's on the payroll. Didn't Hill retweet someone calling you a racist? No, he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. Let me go take a look at this. Dude called me a... No, you're fucking lying, dude. I know you're lying. Nah. He didn't. I don't see nothing. That would have been funny as hell. I don't see it. If he did, he took it off. Have you responded to someone? The thing is, Jamal Hill's never going to respond to me, and I've never tagged him in anything, just for clarification. I've never tagged him in anything. I've never looked for his attention. No, people were saying that I was racist. I've never looked for his attention. I've just covered the sport openly and honestly, and then I tweet some shit, kind of talking shit a little bit. But not at him. I've never tagged him. Never, ever tagged him. I'm not looking for clout from fighters. People say that he's begging for Hill to respond. But I've been tweeting. I've tweeted about Jamal Hill for months. Not like every day, but I'm saying I tweeted about him months ago. Same shit. Honestly, think we're going to Islam Charles 2 international fight week. Doubtful, considering maybe a quick turnaround for Charles. Runs in the octagon, looks up for some weird shit. Joey, seriously, look it up. Okay, I'll look it up after the stream. I gotta go soon. Joey sleeps Jamal. I ragdoll Jamal Hill. Easy work. He's only safe because I allow him to be safe. Jim Miller Cerrone 2 was at 276, I believe. Oh, yeah, they did fight a second time. So the first one, it was in Atlantic City. I wonder what video Connor saw that made him block you. I don't know, because I've never tagged him either. Unless, like, I quoted something that had his tag in it. Joe, what fighters would you want him to call you out? I wish Jamal Hill would go on the mic and be like, you fat fuck. Call me a racist. Call me a fat fuck. Call me an ugly fuck. And that would be hilarious. But if I could get one, it would have to be Conor McGregor after a win. How dare you talk about my Twitter likes for the last 2 years? And just insult me a bunch of times. Whatever's going to get the most attention. Again, I'm not looking for the clout, but I'm just saying if it were to happen, hypothetically. But listen, Jamal Hill's never going to ever respond to me. I know for a fact he's seen it. I mean, it's clear as day he's seen the YouTube content. He just searches his name on YouTube. I know for a fact he's seen it because he's basically responded to it in videos. And basically, he knows I'm speaking the truth. So he has, you know what I mean? In his mind, he's smart just to not respond because I'm speaking the truth at the end of the day. He already had his little manager threaten me, which I made a video about. So at the end of the day, he's just giving me video content if he really goes crazy on me or something. Imagine Chandler calls you out there and it's Chandler Connor. That'd be fucking funny, bro. That'd be funny as hell. You actually think Chimaev fights Strickland in Saudi? I mean, I'm not confident in that, but I think it's a possibility. Jamal Hill's pound for pound the most saltiest fighters in the UFC for sure. Joe, where I'm come from, that constitutes an ass whooping. Yeah, imagine Jamal Hill wins the title. He says, MMA Joey, where I come from, that constitutes an ass eating. I mean, whooping. You're only safe because I allow you to be safe. Name one fighter that could be champ across 4 divisions. There is none. I'll say Paddy Pimblett just for the hell of it. Saint Denis isn't getting a title fight unless next year guarantees if he beats Dustin. I mean, it's possible. You never know what's going to happen with the division with injuries and whatnot. Short notice fights. Joey, is Colby actually done? Dude's been done. Dude's been done. Truly been done. So, yeah. All right, let me copy my cuts video. Bro, some rapper won 3 Grammys and got arrested for allegedly punching someone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can you guys do me a huge favor? Like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel right this second. If the guys on 300 are injured, Saint Denis gets a title fight after he smokes Poirier. It's possible. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. If you could, I'm gonna try to record my prediction video tonight instead of tomorrow, I think. So I'm gonna jump off of here. But if you could please go check out the cuts video, I would greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. It would help out the channel amazingly. The cuts video is also, I have a bonus part at the end that you're going to be surprised with. I have an extra almost a bonus video at the end of the video. I almost have a bonus video at the end. So it's almost 2 videos in one. I just shoved it in because I'm like, I don't have time to do this. And if you guys could please go check it out. I just linked it in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream on your way out. Go like and comment on that video. Help boost it in the algorithm. It's not doing that great right now because I released it too late. I'm going to try to record my prediction videos before I go to sleep. Goodbye. Good night. I appreciate every single one of you. You know, without you guys, I'm just in a room talking to a microphone. This way, I at least have 3 people to discuss MMA with. So, adios. And good night. Maybe I'll be live tomorrow. I'll drop my predictions tomorrow. Sorry it wasn't out today. Good night and goodbye. I'll talk to you later.